Hello, everyone. Welcome to Viva-Mundo webinar. Today we have here with us TOEFL program, University of Victoria and Drexel University, talking about study in the Canada and in the US in 2021. We will start with Patricia Bevan from Drexel University, then Monica Chuk will represent University of Victoria, and Edson Canella will represent TOEFL program. If you have any doubts during the presentation, please put them on the Q&A box on the menu below your screen, and they will answer after the presentation. Patricia, I'll give the floor to you now.
Thank you. Hi, welcome. I'm so excited to be here. My name is Patricia Bevan. I am the Assistant Director of International Graduate Recruitment at Drexel University. We are located in Philadelphia in the state of Pennsylvania. Philadelphia is the second largest city on the East Coast. So we are located in the Northeast in great company with a lot of other large metropolitan cities. We are about 150 kilometers south of New York City, about 220 kilometers north of Washington, D.C. We also have cities like Baltimore, Boston, Pittsburgh, D.C. So we're in a really great urban environment in the Northeast of the U.S. Philadelphia itself is a large, vibrant city. Drexel University is actually located in the heart of the city. Our specific neighborhood is actually called University City because it is home to 3 distinct universities, Drexel being one of them. So we always love to say that our students are in excellent company around thousands and thousands of other young people, other young students. So we're in a really wonderful part of the city. So we are one of the US's oldest private universities. And one of the largest private universities in the United States. So we are a comprehensive research university, and we're very well known for our experiential learning. So this means we have a co-op program for both our undergrads and our graduate students. Our graduate students make up a little over 1/3 of our student body. So we have a very large, vibrant student body from all over the world, all over the United States. And about 38% of those students are studying a master's degree or a PhD. We have 120 plus unique different programs. And these are spread across 13 different colleges and schools. So we have a college of engineering, a college of computing and informatics, a school of design, a college of arts and sciences, lots of different diverse colleges and schools. We do focus a lot on the STEM field with our science programs, our engineering programs. But as I mentioned, we do have, for example, a school of design. We also have a medical school and a law school. So we are a pretty large comprehensive university. Over 20 of our programs actually offer a co-op opportunity. So this is a 6-month full-time paid internship. So you do it right in the middle of your degree. You sort of pause your classes and you're working full-time out in the field, getting experience, getting paid, which is really nice. And then you come back and you finish your degree. So it gives you hands-on experiential learning during your degree. We are a research university. So we have over 150 million research expenditures. And we're proud that we have over 100 different international partnerships and exchange programs. So we have students from 102 different countries on campus. And our international student body makes up about 15% of the campus. So speaking specifically about life in COVID right now, so in the US, things are very much starting to reopen cautiously. So Drexel at this time, we are planning to have a full-time face-to-face student body in the fall. Our fall school year starts in September. So we have started to bring students back to campus this summer, and then we'll continue to bring everyone back that's able to come in the fall. For students in other countries or here in the US that don't have the option still to come to campus, we may be able to offer remote opportunities for those students. It really just depends on the specific program. Also at this time, the vaccine is required for all of our students that are planning to study on campus. We do have an option and a procedure for international students to obtain that vaccine on our campus if they need to. So as we've learned this past year, things can change at the drop of a hat. So we always encourage you to stay up to date with information on our website. So that's where we put all updates. We have all resources, lots of information about the vaccine. So basically any COVID related questions that you have hopefully can be answered right on our website, and it's the most up to date. So that website here is the third line, Drexel response to coronavirus. So it's just drexel.edu/coronavirus, all the up-to-date information. At the top here, we've also listed our virtual experience. We understand that students in other countries can't just pop over to Philadelphia and see our campus. So we hope to bring that to you online. There are videos, there are interviews with current students. Anytime a college or a school has a webinar or something specific about a program, we will list it there. So that is sort of your access to campus from another country. The second one is our Office of International Students and Scholar Services. Of course, they're there for all your international student needs. And my office, the Office of Admissions. We are here for all of your questions. My contact information is here at the bottom. That's my email address. Please feel free to reach out to us anytime. We understand that this past year and still currently is a little bit of a, it's been a challenging time for students. So we're always here to help you as best we can and sort of alleviate whatever worries we can. So thank you so much. That's just a little bit about Drexel. I believe I'll turn it over to Monica now.
Thank you. Sorry. It's okay? No?
Not yet.
Well,
You need to share your other screen from your PowerPoint.
okay. Now I got it.
Now it's working.
It's working?
Yes.
Apologize. Okay. Well, my name is Monica Schweck. I'm here representing the UV Continuous Study, which I was the liaison officer at Brazil for the past 10 years. And I'm a teacher and administrator working in the field of education for over 35 years. We focus in international education for the past 25 years. I'm very grateful to the opportunity to introduce UVEC. And if you want to make a vital impact on people, place, and the planet, we'll find the edge at UVEC. As a continuing studies representative, I will explain about the opportunity to graduate students to study abroad. The DBA program, which would be the path to immigrate and improve your work credentials. Talking about our beautiful campus that you can see in this picture. Imagine living and learning on the Parkline campus on the tip of the island. We are located in the south of Vancouver Island. Vancouver Island, from the south to the north, is around Rio to São Paulo, around 4,500 kilometers. And it's a big island. And we have around 1 million people living in the island and in Victoria, where UVic is located. We have 400,000 people. It's the capital of the British Columbia, the city of the gardens. Everywhere in Victoria, we can see flowers, and it's the warmest climate in Canada. And it's a very clean, safe, and beautiful city. And also we have an international airport that you can go to US. Then you can see Seattle here, the Mount Baker. And it's just 20 minutes flight to Seattle or 20 minutes flight to Vancouver. And we also have a ferry, 1 hour and a half to Vancouver, or also to the United States. Victoria is the top 10 best city in the world, and also the friendliest city in the world, the top 3. And talking about UVic, UVic is a public university. You can see here our beautiful campus. We are the top 3 Canadian comprehensive university, and number 2 for the past 3 consecutive years. We are the first Canadian comprehensive university for graduate employability, number 1 in North America for international research collaboration, in top 10 North American sustainability index ranking for air and climate, the number 3 among all Canadian university in citation impact, and the first Indigenous law degree program. In our beautiful campus, the students have everything they need. We are just 5 minutes walk distance to the beach. Here is the beach. We are 15 minutes bus ride to downtown. We have 11 bus stops that you can go everywhere in Victoria and also in Vancouver Island. Not only that, we have a nice athletic facilities, indoor and outdoor, with 1 field approved for FIFA and for Brazilians who likes to play soccer. And UVic has more than 50 years and also 22,000 students with more than 100 nationalities represented, 280 undergraduate programs, more than 160 graduate programs, 3,140 graduate students, then 1,041 international graduate students. 10 faculties and 2 divisions for undergraduate and graduate degrees. You can see also here inside of the ring road, we have the buildings of business faculty, educational, education, engineering, fine arts, humanities, law, social science, human and social development, and graduate student. And also we have 2 divisions, continuing studies, the one that I am a representative, and medical science. I would like to introduce the continuing studies. Since 1963, more than 200 credit and non-credit courses. It's the opportunity to gain a new perspective on your career, training and professional development. A faculty dedicated to adults, education and professional development program in the following areas, like English language training through our UVic English Language Center, where you can improve your English if you need a higher score on your TOEFL. This is the best place to learn. And nowadays we offer online, and in September we start classes in person. You also offer the business programs, science and technology, international teacher training, where the teachers, like the Brazilian teachers, they can teach their subjects in English, and we also customize our programs. Just contact me and I'll give all the information. We also have arts, culture, and language, like French too, health, safety, and public relations. And talking about the Diploma in Business Administration, is a comprehensive business administration program designed to give you the practical knowledge and skills required for the professional success. You'll learn business administration, business management, international business, human resource, management computing, financial accounting, small business, and more. And this is a really nice opportunity nowadays for the Brazilians who wants to immigrate to Canada. Okay, we have start dates 3 times in the year: January, May, and September. It's a full-time program. It doesn't mean that you have to study for the whole day. It's only 2 days a week from 7 to 10 p.m. Then you have the opportunity to work part-time. It's only 14 total courses, minimum 3 courses to be a full-time as a continuous studies. And each course we have 13 weeks. For this program specific, you have the TOEFL, the 79 IBT test. It means it's for undergraduate students, for example. This is to apply the score to apply for our program, pathway program, or conditional admission. And for graduate students, they need 9 IBT tests and at least 20 points for each of listening, speaking, reading, and write section. And for less than $50,000, you can welcome to come to our campus in September. But you also can start your program online. And this program, after the conclusion of your full-time program in the public university, as UVic, you qualify to apply for the post-graduation work permit here in Canada. This is the first step for your permanent residence. And talking about COVID, the University of Victoria is a DLI university and has approved plan in place following the advice, the Public Health Agency of Canada and the Provincial Health Officer to welcome students. The fall term, with the recent announcement for the Provincial Health Officer, UVic is making plans to prepare for safe return to in-person activities on campus, including in-person instruction. Here in BC, in British Columbia, we start in May the 4 steps for get us back to the social life again. Now we are on the 2nd step. July will be our 3rd step, and early September, hope if everything is fine and we are very positive, we are start again. And we are very also positive because the vaccine are already having a significant effect. Today, I would say we have 75% of Canadians being vaccinated with 1 dose and almost 70% fully vaccinated in Canada. Here in Vancouver Island, since the COVID began, we have 41 deaths and 5,000 cases. Around today, 4 cases a day. And all international students are allowed to be vaccinated as soon as they arrive in Canada. We expect to welcome all the students And also, please consult the Immigration and Refugee and Citizenship Canada's website for the latest immigration information, including travel to Canada restrictions, because we follow the advice of the public health. And it's important to you to meet all the requirements for entering Canada, the documentation and everything, and they are changing, and we are very welcome all Brazilian students. Find the edge at UVic, make a difference, and come to Canada, the best country in the world to live. Thank you so much.
I don't think you can see. Let's try to share again.
You need to go back to the first slide.
To the first slide, you mean?
We are seeing the end of the presentation.
No, I'm not. Sorry. Okay, stop share. Okay, I stopped share. Now let's try to share again. Okay. It seems that everything is okay to me, but I don't think you are seeing. Fernanda, can you help me?
Maybe try to pass this slide. You can pass.
Okay, now?
Now it's okay, yes.
Okay, that's it. Okay, it's internet, it's the virtual world, and I am the Patricia, the first one, she didn't have any problem, okay? That's it, definitely. Well, first of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Edson Canella. I have been working for ETS for more than a decade. A place that I love. Okay, I'm associate director on TOEFL IBT and GRE programs. In fact, I'm a teacher. I have been a teacher for 37 years. Okay, I teach in an institution in São Paulo. I'm based in São Paulo, Brazil, and I'm very grateful to be here with Patricia, with Monica, Fernanda from Viva-Mundo. It's a great opportunity to share my experience and to learn from you also, from your experience also, okay? And I'm gonna talk about the TOEFL IBT and GRE, okay? Without them, sorry, you can't study out. Monica has said that for Victoria, they need a score of 79 and a score of 90 for graduate programs. Patricia, do you have this score? Just to make things heard.
It ranges from 90 to 100.
Okay, from 90 to 100. Well, why I started with that, okay? Because the TOEFL IBT is the, let's say, the most taken proficiency test in the world. We have the COVID-19 now, but that doesn't mean that you have to stop dreaming. On the opposite, you must dream. I have heard Patricia saying that 75% of the Canadians have taken the first dose. In the United States, we all know that the situation is much, much better. We know that in Brazil we are facing problems, but very soon we will be all vaccinated as well. So when I tell you keep your dreams on track, it means don't give up studying outside our Brazil. And then we are talking about two wonderful destinations, okay? English spoken countries. And what's the first thing that you have to do when you decide to where you are going to go, to where you will be studying for 1 year, 4 years, or whatever, okay? Take the TOEFL, okay? The TOEFL test is the world's premier English language test, okay, accepted by more than 11,000 universities and institutions all over the world, okay, in more than 150 countries. Well, you have lots of destinations to choose. You can also take the TOEFL IBT test from your home since last year, okay? We call this TOEFL Special Home Edition. It's the same TOEFL, the same test, okay, the same scoring process. The difference is that you take the test at your home, okay? If you want more information, please, okay, ask any question during this webinar, and at the end, Monica, Patricia, and I will be we'll be more than happy to answer to you all. Well, accepted and worldwide preferred. When we say about TOEFL, when we talk about TOEFL, people say, which countries accept TOEFL? I would say all the countries, okay? TOEFL is preferred in the US. 9 out of 10 universities in the US prefer TOEFL test over other English language tests. US universities receive more TOEFL scores than any other English language tests combined. Okay, if you combine all of them, TOEFL is #1 in the US. And I have heard some questions. Do Canadian universities accept TOEFL? Yes, they do. More popular in Canada. More than 80% of graduate programs in Canada, 80%, prefer the TOEFL test over other English language tests. Canadian universities receive more TOEFL scores than all other English language tests combined. Okay, and if you need this information, more information about that, okay, you have the link below. And finally, Australia and New Zealand, okay, 100% accepted in Australia and New Zealand. TOEFL scores are accepted in these two countries, okay, and for all Australian and New Zealand immigration process. So that's why we say TOEFL is the most accepted test all over the world. Well, a very quick word on the GRE. If you were considering to have to take a graduate business or law school, then you should take the GRE general test. This test, the GRE general test, is used around the world for many programs. So master's programs, specialized masters in business, certificate in law programs, the MBA program, DG programs, doctoral programs, awarding fellowships, and different from TOEFL IBT, that the scores are valid for 2 years. The scores for the GRE are valid for 5 years, okay? Remember, if you use your scores on TOEFL, they have to be used in 2 years, okay? GRE for master programs, doctorate programs, 5 years. For more information on GRE, you have the website below. And another thing that I have to add on TOEFL IBT is the score goes from 0 to 120. That's why I asked Monica and Patricia at the beginning of my presentation, okay? So for Victoria University, you can take, let's say, 79. And then for Drexel, around 90. Most of universities starts from 79, 75, 76 up, okay? And it's not that difficult to get this score. You have to have a good level of English, of course. You are planning to study in an English spoken country, so at least a B2 level should be desirable, okay? And you have to know the test. The more you are prepared, the best will be your scores, okay? When you prepare yourself for TOEFL IBT, the chances of getting a higher score are really bigger. I really like the EDX platform, the Insider Guide. Okay, we would say test prep course. It's free of charge. Okay, you don't have to pay a cent. And the TOEFL Mock is a free self-paced course designed by experts who created the TOEFL test. So you go there, you register, you enroll yourself, and it's totally for free. And then you will have an introduction to the test and AP section, a mix of texts, short video lectures. I like that a lot. Simple questions from past tests and quizzes. And you receive a scale score range for speaking and writing practice questions. Okay. When you take the TOEFL IBT, you will have you will respond questions. Okay, to 4 sections. So you have the listening. First of all, you have the reading, then the listening, speaking, and the last section, writing. It will take you around 3 hours to take the whole test. Okay. TOEFL Prep in this platform, you can enroll right now. Okay, it's for free. You just have to go to the link, and then you have a free self-paced course. Also, we have much more free materials. I like a lot TOEFL IBT test planner. Okay, the last one from this list. But the first one, the TOEFL IBT free practice test, you have the full test with 4 sections in real past test questions. And this will help you to be familiar, to become familiar with the test, okay, and the format. Exxon Solar, that means if I know lots of English, that doesn't mean that I will get a good score at TOEFL. It will help a lot, okay? But I really recommend you to know the structure of the test, okay? Because the test is timed, but you have a time limit to answer some questions. So you have different types of questions. And the more you learn about the structure of TOEFL IBT, the better it will be to you. Also, you have TOEFL practice sets. 3 sets of TOEFL IBT test questions grouped by test section in a PDF format. Okay, you can print and then you can study by yourself. And the last one, it's called TOEFL Test Prep Planner. It will take you 8 weeks to prepare yourself, full of plans, full of tips and activities to build each of the 4 skills. These materials are for free, okay? They are free materials. However, if you want to buy extra materials, okay, we have this 4 materials here, and I really like TOEFL Practice Online. Okay, I'm giving you my opinion. All of them, of course, are very, very good. But when we deal with TOEFL Practice Online, this one, it's a complete set of tests. Okay, you can buy just only the speaking section or the listening section. You can combine, or you can buy a complete test. You will receive a password. Okay, insert the password in your computer, take the whole test, and then you will have automated correction. This is very good because usually the score that I have observed, okay, and the institution where I work at, we don't have a very large variation from this practice test from your real score. Okay, so you can have an idea of the score you will get in the real TOEFL. When I say real TOEFL, it doesn't mean that this is not a real TOEFL. It is, but it's a test that was discontinued, and then you buy this password to take this one. Finally, okay, if you want to receive the lab data for the TOEFL, please, you just scan, okay, this QR code, and you can join, okay, to a test taker mailing list, and it will be more than pleasure to send you all the information. Okay, you will receive new updates on TOEFL essentials, registrations, TOEFL IBT, and many other info on TOEFL. I really thank you all. Okay, we are open to questions, and if you need to contact me, icanella at etsglobal.org, or my colleague, she's based in Brasilia, A Bloom at etsglobal.org. Okay, thank you very, very much. Thank you all. Fernanda?
Thank you, Edson. Thank you, Patricia and Monica, for your presentation. And let's go to the questions we have here. Would I be able to be in the USA? I think Patricia is in the USA. You know if you can, if the students can get the vaccine?
Yeah, I mean, speaking just specifically for Drexel, we are offering it to our students. I myself got the vaccine at Drexel. There are other universities that are offering it on their campuses, but the US is also doing a great job of having max vaccine clinics and sites. So yes, it is available here in the US.
The next questions is, will classes be face-to-face or online? Will Drexel help us with visas? This is for you, Patricia, too.
So for this fall, we are offering face-to-face classes for those students that want to do that. We also, just even in non-COVID times, we offer online programs. So from this point forward, both are an option. As far as the second point about the visas, yes, that's what our International Student and Scholar Services Office helps with. So they walk you through that entire process.
The next question, I think, accommodation. Can I work alongside my degree? Can I stay there after I graduate? Thanks. I think it can be for Monica and Patricia about accommodation and work.
UVic has residential, and also we have homestay all around UVic, no more than 30 minutes. And our community is very friendly. And the second one was about accommodation and
Working.
Accommodation and working. After I graduate. No, alongside my jewelry, sorry. If I can stay there after I graduate.
yes, as UVic in Canada, for Brazilians, as you are studying in a public university, after 9 months, you can apply for your work permit.
And the next one is for you, Monica. Do I need health care on arrival in Canada?
Yeah, yes, for sure.
And the university help the students to choose a healthcare, or the student can choose by themselves?
Well, we have support for our international students, and for healthcare, here in Canada, it's a public. First, when you arrive in Canada, you have to have a private insurance. Then after 3 months, we can apply for the government insurance, the MSP. That will be free after you apply for the 3 months.
This one, will I meet future employees with your school? Can I have advice when it comes to choose my major to get me a job?
I can answer this one. Yes, we have an Office of Career Services. We also have specific employees within every college and school that help our students find their co-ops, their internships, their jobs after graduation. We can also help you connect you to specific colleges and schools, because we do have a lot of majors that overlap. For example, we have biomedical studies and biomedical science. And if you're confused which one is best for you, we can get you to the appropriate person. So yes, we do help.
And the last one is for Edson. How high score I need? I think it's a high score from TOEFL.
You're muted.
Oh.
Your mic is off. It's off. You need to turn on your mic.
Sorry. It happens. Well,
Okay.
as Monica and
Yes.
Patricia said, okay, it depends on the university. But the highest score that you are gonna get on TOEFL is 120. 100 is an excellent score, and probably will place you in most of American, Canadian, and Australian universities. Okay, but it does depend on the university. Monica said that starting from the 79, you can go to Victoria, and Patricia said 90. It's initial, okay, a starting score to Drexel. So go to contact the international relation of the university where you want to start and ask for the score you need on TOEFL, okay? But the maximum you get is 120.
And just to add, Edson, here at UVic, the minimum score for undergraduate students is 71.
Okay.
Then they can apply for our pathway program that we offer on our English Language Center.
Okay,
that prepare him to our undergrad programs.
Yes, and this is very good to know because it's another chance for you that are not, let's say, fluent in English. Okay, you get 71, and then you go there, develop your English. If you get 71 in 3 months, I think, in an English-spoken country, you're going to speak lots of English because you develop yourself a lot. Okay, you learn a lot when you sleep in English, eat in English, play in English, do everything in English. Okay, so 3-4 months in an English-spoken country is really marvelous. Patricia, do we have the same program for Drexel?
Yeah, I mean, Monica brings up a great point. Not just Drexel, but a lot of universities in the US have a pathway program. We have one at our undergraduate level that has there's basically 3 different levels depending on your score. We also have one for the graduate students called Grad Prep, but that's definitely common in US universities. You know, so if you are sort of struggling to obtain that minimum score, ask if they have a supporting program, a pathway program to help you improve your English.
Okay, very good to hear. And I asked her because you can develop your English there, okay? And you take TOEFL here, you will need to take the TOEFL IBT to study abroad in most of the universities, and then you can develop your English there. And this is a very, very good chance. It doesn't mean that if you are not an advanced student, you can go. You can go, okay, start learning some more English, and then take all the subjects you want to take. Any other, Fernanda?
Yes, the presentation will end. Do you want to add anything, Monica, Patricia, and Edson? How the students can contact you by email, social media?
Okay, I don't think it's good. The boy here start, okay? Let's use the same word. Patricia, you first.
Yeah.
We started with Patricia, then Patricia first, okay?
Yeah. I mean, thank you all for being here today. It's been a pleasure to present. Email is always the best for us. We are not all working on campus yet, hopefully in September. Yeah, email us anytime. Your admissions reps always want to talk to you. So please, any questions, email us anytime.
Monica?
Thank you. And yes, you can contact me directly at monicac@uvic.ca, or you are welcome to have all information at www.uvic.ca. Thank you so much and see you soon.
Okay, well, if you want to meet me, okay, you can go to the Facebook, Edson Canella, I will be there. But the quickest way to find me is my email, ecanella, E from Edson, okay, ecanella @etsglobal.org, ecanella@etsglobal.org. Okay, contact me, ask any question you need, okay, and doubt you need about TOEFL, about GRE. Probably I will be able to answer, okay. Thank you a lot, Patricia. It was very nice to see you again. Monica, a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for the opportunity of getting in contact with you both. And Fernanda, thank you for administrating the webinar.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for your presentation, and thank you everyone who is watching, and bye-bye.
Bye. Love.